What's going on, crime fighters, and welcome back to the Film Cave, episode number 34. Right? 34? Did I get that right?
That's it. That's correct.
Episode 34. Welcome, guys. It's your boy, Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. Excited to be here.
Yes. Like we said, it's your Film Cave, your one-stop shop for any and all things filming and the goddamn tainment. Welcome. Yes. And it's the first show on the new channel, I guess you can you can say. So that's going to be very interesting. So guys, if you like what you see here, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this on playback, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up and notification bell. Really helps the channel and the show reach a lot more people. And we're starting from scratch, so it's gonna be interesting. At least I'm starting from scratch anyway.
If anybody's in my stream right now, his new channel is in the description. Go over there, subscribe, because we got to get this boy up, man. I mean, yeah, I'm honestly. First of all, can I just say really quickly?
Yes.
You've been going crazy on the TikTok and stuff like that over this past week, doing these little skits. And so I think that there's something good coming from this channel, getting fucked over, where it sparked you creatively and you're like, what else can I do? I don't need to just add to this dying channel, so it's kind of, I've enjoyed seeing all the crazy little things that you've been posting. So everybody,
man,
go subscribe to all of his shit. He's been posted on TikTok, all that jazz. It's been hilarious.
I have. And then speaking of, I got my official fucking hate, fucking ban shit.
Yeah, what happened there?
I was like, I'm just getting some traction. And along comes the traction, haters and pettiness. So I posted a skit where it was me talking about, me dating, being a black guy in the LGBTQ community. Of course, that triggers some people, because naturally, 9 times out of 10, excuse me, why am I so fucking gassy? I did have a few things of pork and steak. But normally when you talk about dating and race as a black man, and the black community sees that, and a black person, the person of color, likes anybody of the Caucasus spectrum, it's an issue. So it was a running gag saying how basically racism is really fucking prevalent and hard within the gay community. And of course, all these comments, from my fellow people of color were like, well, if y'all weren't pandering to, white twinks and gays so much, we wouldn't have this issue. And stop trying to feel validated by them or accepted. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just pointing out some stuff, man.
Right. And y'all think white folks are the only one that do that shit? Yeah, they're primary. Y'all do it too. We have our own issues. So, of course, people in the comments, I would reply with videos very elegantly and
I
good
saw
and
some.
shit.
Yeah, you were.
I deleted some. But I was like,
you're very nice.
So that skit ended up getting banned for guideline violations for what was it? Nudity and sexual activity. I'm like, where was the nudity in any of that shit? And where was the sexual activity in any of that shit?
Isn't that funny how because obviously that just means that enough people reported it to they just took it down automatically, oh shit. And there's nothing. They're actually just upset people. Because
that video was going off, comment, follow and follow and follow. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then cut. I was like, what the fuck?
That's about right.
Like, oh, wow. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much, my people.
What did it get up to in terms of views or likes? Did you get to see?
Yeah, the views, it kept off within the first 2 hours. It was about up to 17. like 1700. So not, but that's pretty damn good for a few hours.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it was awesome, just climbing. Man. So I was like, okay, shit, let's go. And people were sharing it and shit. And then my own people took me down.
But that's what's funny though, is how many people shared that shit because of how what you were talking about is relevant and real.
Right. Yeah. And I was like, at the end of the day, it's really not like it's jokes. I'm not saying like
you're not hating on people. Like you're just pointing out some things that the community does.
Right. Comedy sometimes is the truth. And it's like, and just because I like white folk don't mean the only things I like, I need acceptance by them and validation. I'm like, y'all are wild.
Right.
Yeah. Some comment was just like, oh, no, I can't say that on air. No, my grandmother watches this. Okay. But anyway, guys, welcome to the show. We got some stuff, we want to talk about. Not a lot of major things dropping, but, slim pickings, trying to make it work. You know how we do. So, again, thank you for stopping by. If you're new, welcome back. If you're a regular, hit that subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell. Guys, I'm going to let y'all know right off rip. I is not feeling well today. I'm putting on the front, but my ass has been just dragged through the fucking mud today. And I just got home not too long ago, so I really didn't have any time to relax and to take care of that. So, with that being said, we're going to have our show. We're going to do everything regular, but we will not be taking calls later on in the show. I just want to rock the show, do it, and then we're going to be done.
So you can go get in bed.
Yeah, so I can go rejuvenate. I need to pop a sensu bean and just go into the chamber and shit. And it'll be good. So, yeah. All right. Let's say we get into it. You ready?
Do the dang thing, man.
Let's do the dang thing, man. So, for those of you who don't know, a lot of you do, me and Logan were a couple of fucking nerds.
I was like, what?
I don't know. We love talking about film. We do it any and all the damn time. Sometimes all day, whatever the fuck. You get it. But sometimes there are other things we're quite passionate about and we like to talk about.
Yeah.
And, but sometimes film still rears its beautiful head into the conversation. Because why?
Because it's jealous bitch. Couldn't think of the word jealous.
Yeah, that seemed kind of rough for you, right?
No.
Fair enough. Okay. Yes, she is a jealous bitch.
Yes.
So we here like to call this segment. I don't know how I'm going to sing this, but it's out there in the world. Yeah, out there in the world. Yeah, now it's gone. Okay.
Yeah, now it's gone.
Yes, and now it's gone. So, this is out there in the world, a segment we just literally shoot the shit, talk about whatever, man.
Yeah.
But there is a particular and certain particular tradition.
You're fucking up, too.
I did.
He said,
Right. Fashion in which we go about out there in the world in Sir Logan. They already got a taste of it. But what particular fashion would that be in?
That particular fashion would be traditionary fashion, since you gave half of it.
I did. It just slipped right out. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Okay, yes. Traditionary fashion. And instead, fashion. Do you have anything you'd like to lead us off with?
Yeah, the first thing is, which we'll talk about another thing similar to this in a little bit, but they kind of just came out with a set leak, like video from Black Panther 2, actually.
What?
And yeah. And it's just a big room, and people were first thinking that it's the throne room or something from Wakanda. But there's actually, in like Wakandan letters, there's columns, and someone has translated this stuff.
Sure they have.
And apparently it's something it's actually honoring King T'Challa. It's like probably where he's laid to rest, which seems like it might be in the movie. But it says things like rest in power.
I'm looking at it now.
Our hero was an honor, Wakanda forever type of stuff. And I just thought that was interesting. Because I'm so interested in what is happening with this movie in terms of how they will go about this and what even the movie is.
Yeah.
And so any small detail, I just want to know like what Ryan Coogler was thinking, because this is the craziest, scariest undertaking ever. But yeah, I just wanted to call that out because it literally just, came out a few hours ago. So I just wanted to point that out.
I didn't even peep that. And I know Michaela Cole, whatever her name is, got cast in that too.
Yes.
Which I find very interesting.
She looks like a Black Panther. To me, I mean, I don't know. It might be weird to just have a random character come in and take over that mantle, but the pictures that I saw, she just looked like a badass. So I would be in on that.
She's mostly like a comedic type person, so it's very interesting.
Right. So that's weird.
Jump on and see her that. So we'll see what she does. But okay, yeah, I'm looking at the video now. It looks pretty dope. It definitely looks like some kind of throne room type thing, or like maybe like a burial ground or something.
Yeah.
But all right. So I got a few little things here.
Okay.
Out there in the world. Like I said, we had to do some scrap digging.
That's correct.
Something out. But interesting nonetheless. So The Rock has been quite vocal now on quite a few things in terms of the Fast series. One of them, I was quite interested to find out what the hell he would say with this. So before we get to that one, there is something. Obviously, he's not returning for the next two films, which fucking sucks.
Correct.
But he says, I wish them well on Fast 9. And I wish them the best of luck on Fast 10 and Fast 11 and the rest of the Fast and Furious movies they do that will be without me. That breaks my heart. Because obviously this man is literally, at this point, the standout in like the, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, of the franchise.
Right.
So that hurts. But not only that, Vin Diesel had some pretty interesting words to say some weeks ago that we all immediately said bullshit to in terms of tough love and the whole beef between the two. And The Rock has come out and said regarding the matter, I laughed, and I laughed hard. I think everyone had a laugh at that. And I'll leave it at that.
What a fucking savage. I love it.
The man was not lying. I think everyone literally had a laugh when that was uttered from Vin Diesel. Like, are you fucking joking me? Like, and The Rock had this is the perfect answer. That was the perfect response to that.
Right.
Like, that's all you needed. In the pure Rock fashion, he literally came for the throat in the most classiest of ways. And I love it. What do you think about it? I know you probably feel the damn same, but
I mean, yeah, no, this was hilarious because it really is the thing. I do think they still said that there could be a Hobbs and Shaw 2 type of scenario.
Oh, I'm sure.
But also it will be weird to not bring Hobbs in for, the finale of the Fast franchise, whatever, but The Rock makes so much damn money that it does seem like this beef, which is stupid as hell to have with The Rock, by the way.
Vin Diesel,
but
get over yourself.
But like this beef apparently was real enough to where The Rock said, "Hey, you're welcome. Now go the fuck on." Like I'm not doing that again. And that's wild. But I'm proud of him. That's great because he would get paid.
Oh yeah.
To do that, but he gets paid regardless. I mean, he's got Black Adam. They're trying to make Jungle Cruise into a franchise.
Highest paid actor for a reason.
So he doesn't care about that, even though he'd make a ton of money. And I think that that's pretty cool because it was hilarious.
And the fans would love to see him back.
Correct. Yeah,
Like
he would. If I ever watch another Fast movie, it would be only because he's a part of it, and so that I mean, because he is charismatic as fuck.
yeah, it
In
makes
any
no damn
movie
sense.
he's in, so I dig him a lot. But at the end of the day, I love these comments. I love that he still was like played nice, but didn't back down. Like
Yeah, no.
he was just like, oh no, that's hilarious.
He didn't pull a Tyrese. Like
Right.
he went in on Tyrese. Like
Yeah. So I love it, and I'm proud of him for not doing probably what his PR guy wanted him to do, and just agree and move on. And he's like, no, let's not today.
like I'm good. I'm gonna tell that this is bullshit. I'm gonna let everybody know it's bullshit, but in the most kindest way possible.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because I'm a professional.
Correct.
But I'm looking forward to Jungle Cruise this weekend, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I do want to see that. Looks very fun.
It looks
and
fun.
Apparently it's a really good throwback to like the Pirates of the Caribbean type mummy or like adventure films, which I love. Because like I said, I watched the original Mummy films before. There really hasn't been an awesome like adventure type film really since them. Like I feel like those are pure adventure, fun, like great movies. Like there hasn't really been anything since then. So that really made me sad to think of. I'm like, damn, we couldn't get those back again.
Right. They were a while back too.
Yeah, they were a while back. That really hurt. Okay. Do you have anything?
I know I had something, but I'm drawing a blank. So I know you got more.
So, Kenya, I hope you're wearing your white pants. Leslie Grace is officially our Batgirl.
Correct.
She has been casted. We have a fellow Hispanic Batgirl, and I love it. So I look forward to that. That's all we know for sure, but of course that was official. She beat out a few people. But me, and I'm sure some of the world and Kenya are very, very happy about that. So I look forward to see what they're going to do. Yeah. Interesting. Pokemon is becoming a live action film.
Again?
Interested in that? Yeah, well, it's like actual Pokemon, not like the detective shit. I guess it's like series Pokemon shit. So I'm like, okay,
interesting.
Cool. Yeah,
sure.
I'm here for it. I'd love me some Pokemon. I'll ride out. Interesting. I have not seen Snake Eyes. I don't know if I'm going to unless it comes out like on TV or something.
Right.
The reviews aren't great, but I obviously don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that. But like I said, I didn't have an interest like that to begin with. But it got beat out by Old this weekend, which I found very interesting. Right. That's how you know you're a Trekkie. But Shyamalan is coming off a pretty good track record, so I guess that does help. Have you seen Old?
No, I haven't seen either of them, but that is really crazy though, because Snake Eyes had IMAX and everything.
Right.
Old had nothing in terms of premium viewings, and no, they still got beat out, which is wild.
That's bad. Like, that's really bad. Shyamalan took you out, and you were supposed to be like the film like of the weekend, and you got crushed.
Right. So crazy.
No sequel for you. Which I kind of figured. Like I said, it just wasn't. There was no interest or no motivation, or hype, or build, or for this film. Like I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, it's a thing of. I immediately, when the tickets came out, I bought tickets, and I do that I did that for Jungle Cruise, and I wait for reviews and see what people are saying, and then I'll refund them, or now I've got them, whatever. And I was sitting there, I was waiting and waiting and waiting. Where the fuck are the Snake Eyes reviews? And I finally tweeted it out, and somebody said that they came out like Thursday at midnight or something. So like the day that the first showing is at midnight. And I was like, that's not good. And sure enough, it, people were saying it's like, okay, it's not good. And I was just, I held on to him. I'm like, hey, if somebody says this is awesome, I'll fucking watch it. It wasn't, so I'm not going to waste my time with it.
Right.
And I offered the tickets to other people, and they were like, no, I'm good. And so I was like, all right. Kenya,
Self-explanatory.
I offered him to Kenya, and he was like, you're not seeing Old? And I was like, no, I'm not seeing Old either. And he was like, well, if you go see that, let me know. I'm not watching Snake Eyes. So I didn't expect it to be good, but there's no way they continue.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean,
and like I said, Henry Golding isn't there yet for him to be leading a major type movie like that.
To your point, so I like him as an actor. The things I've seen him in, he's been great. But I've seen multiple people tweet out said Henry Golding is the worst part of Snake Eyes. Like which is crazy to me because he's so charismatic. But now that I think of it, that is not a role that you can be charismatic in. You need to see The Gentleman. See The fucking Gentleman. He's charismatic as fuck. He's just walking around in a dapper ass suit, being an ass.
He can be, but like Snake Eyes, like badass action hero. So that's got none of that from him. I'm like,
but also, I'm not interested in a Snake Eyes movie. Period. Anyway, like it's G.I. Joe. Make a badass G.I. Joe. You can't make a singular character and not knock it out of the park. Like they tried to do Iron Man, who was like a C-class Marvel character. You can't do that with a bad movie. Like franchise is done. Henry Golding, thanks for your one performance. I'm sure you worked your ass off to learn all this shit and get in shape. None of it matters. You know, I bet you wish that you got the Mortal Kombat role.
Right, because that shit did a whole lot better than fucking.
Right, they'll force a sequel for that for sure.
It's not force anything. It needs a sequel. How dare you? Anywho,
it needs a sequel because there was no Mortal Kombat. That's possible.
But like I said, Mortal Kombat hasn't been Mortal Kombat even in the games for like years at this point. So I'm like, I understand it.
Don't get me talking about Mortal Kombat.
I'm just saying it makes sense. Oh, well, they didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's that. A trailer came out. It didn't need a whole segment, but I'm very curious because one, I love the actor. He's a legend. Mm-hmm. Only Murders in the Building. Did you see the trailer for that?
No.
Looks really good. Looks great actually. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez is the only of the film, but yeah, it's a murder mystery, but of course like comedic because it's good to see Steve Martin back. I love Steve Martin.
Oh my god, yeah.
And Martin Short, and it just looks like a really fun, good time, and it's just classic Martin and Short.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm here for it. But check that out.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, Hulu
movie. Gotcha. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So check that out when you get a chance. For sure. And lastly, congratulations to the Bucks winning the finals.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you won another asterisk championship in the making. I can't wait for the NBA to be back in full strength and everyone literally play real ball for each other. But non-injured. A lot of Laker talk though. Russell Westbrook, I think that's the dumbest fucking idea ever in life. But
oh my god, don't get me started on that. Some of these people are absolute idiots when it comes to building a team. Yeah. They don't care about building a team. They just want as many stars on the team as possible. And Russell Westbrook, first of all, god-awful teammate. I mean,
horrible. You ain't winning shit with Russell Westbrook ever.
And the only thing that LeBron needs to succeed is guys that can shoot on the perimeter so that he can drive and kick. And that is not Russell Westbrook. He cannot fucking shoot for shit. So I still am saying, go get Zach fucking LaVine, save tens of millions of dollars a year, go get Dwight Howard back, go build a team because you've got a bunch of small guys that are old and you gotta fucking fix this.
To the big lights and that shit. Get rid of Kuzma's ass.
Well, sure. That he'd be perfect to send get Zach LaVine.
Yeah, so. It's horrible. If Russell Westbrook goes to the Lakers, LeBron will never win another championship as a Laker.
No, period.
Ever.
Yeah, no.
The Slims are already the chances are already really fucking slim with Brooklyn now. But
right.
if you get Westbrook,
He'd never reach another finals.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. So you better go make Space Jam 3 and 4 or whatever the fuck you can.
Oh, LeBron became the first billionaire player.
Oh, yeah.
Athlete ever. Crazy shit.
Yeah, that's true, but I believe it. Good for him.
Yeah.
Well deserved. That man is a fucking hard-working ass individual.
Off of Space Jam, which is hilarious because apparently that was dog shit.
Well, it was, but that's what kicked it over, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, movies, boom, there you go. You just needed that. You just needed 30 million more.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So, unless you have anything else, I think that wraps up out there in the world.
That is it.
If there's anything that we missed, and no, Kenny, I did not see the Chucky trailer yet, but I will be watching it.
I did watch
it.
Not
at Mancini. Oh, you did? Did you cover your eyes the whole time?
No, I watched it on my phone, and it was. I mean, I don't know how anybody gets excited for that shit, but
I was just like, hey, Chucky was the shit until he just went spiraling to like comedic. I don't know what it is with outside of Michael and Jason, but everyone going fucking comedic from the fucking horror films to go like serious to like a joke.
There's a shot in the movie in the trailer that he's laying in bed next to a girl and he says, "I'm gonna go kill your sister now," and she's like, "Okay." And it's like, what? I'm immediately like, never spending another second on that dog shit. But okay,
that's hilarious. I'll check it out. The Child's Play remake thing with Mark Hamill wasn't completely got off. I was like, oh, there's some interesting things here. Yeah. Chucky looked fucking ridiculous. I'm like, what is this shit? But who knows? Okay. So if there's anything we missed, guys, you want us to cover, keep the conversation going in the live chat. Or let us know in the I was about to say in the description box. Don't put it there, but put it in the comment section during playback. And we'll definitely be in and out and keep the convo going with you guys there. And if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button. Support content creators and originality. Do not be a giant doucher and stick to the norms. Branch out. Seek new people. People are fun. I guarantee it. Well, not all of them. Some of them. We are. Okay. Where to begin? Let's start off small before we get into our main topics. So another small little teaser dropped of a film. If I can only show you where your face just froze right now, it was hilarious. But you're back.
Oh jeez,
it was amazing. I took a pic.
I might be able to catch it. Damn it! Let me see. Fuck! It's I'm not seeing it yet.
It probably didn't freeze for you then. Probably.
Oh, that's
true. You know how my shit works.
Okay, I didn't see it on mine.
Yeah, so it probably didn't happen. It was utterly hilarious, but yeah. So another teaser which is going to land as a prequel to one of Logan's favorite movies.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Of the year. This Army of Thieves.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Oh fuck.
The teaser dropped.
How is it?
I just don't care. Like,
who would care about it?
Like, I don't. The direction's going in like where we meet this character in Army of the Dead, and the way they're setting this shit up in Army of Thieves. I would have thought it was completely two different fucking people. I'm like, how did he get to this little shithole from living this whole fucking life craziness that he's doing now? Because like it's all lavish and this got a whole team and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. How did you get here? And you didn't even mention any of this in the movie. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure. But it looks fine. You literally see one zombie the entire film and it's on a TV screen that they're watching on the news. So I don't know what they're breaking into. I don't know what it has to do with zombies. I don't know what it has to do with anything. So it just was. It just was. Like I said, I liked the character in the movie. I did. He was funny. He had his little screams and all that shit. Yeah, it's fine. But I just don't care about this. So I'm taking that you have not seen it.
I think I saw like bits and pieces maybe because what did I see? Like I saw him saying somebody asked him about like Vegas and he's like the place that's ransacked by zombies. Yeah, I've heard of it. Like or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like so I guess it takes place in that year in between the opening credits and or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I will not waste a second of my time on this. Was this directed by Snyder?
Just produced.
Okay. So he just What a strange want to be cash grab. But
yeah,
I can almost guarantee you no one will watch this shit. Compared to the number of people that watched, like I technically gave numbers to Army of the Dead. I can only imagine how much smaller the number will be. And if anything, it's got a chance of being better because it's not directed by Zack Snyder. So I would be very interested to see what people say. What if the reviews come out for this and it's fucking phenomenal? Like
that'd be ridiculous.
It would be so funny if it was like
pure ridiculous.
So I don't know. Maybe I will ask for a screener again, so I can get a bunch of shit for people thinking I can't get a screener.
Would be very awkward if it did, because giving this.
Right.
So Zach's new Netflix deal just dropped where he literally has first look deal, which covers the next 2 years, in which, and I called this and said it, but it was like, no, because not gonna. An Army of the Dead sequel, which I knew was going to happen, as well as his Rebel Moon, which is a sci-fi film that was going to be like a samurai-inspired Star Wars film or whatever, which that sounds fucking cool. Check that out.
It sounds cool. I wish it wasn't him.
But we are, in fact, indeed getting an Army of the Dead 2, which I knew, but I got ransacked and jumped on. When we talked about it, they didn't believe me, but now we're getting it, which I want to see. I'm down for.
You can.
But shut up. He said, my goal and hope are to bring as much quality content as I can and do it on a giant scale. Big projects and big movies.
So maybe he's going to change his vibe? He wants to bring quality?
This is, first of all, don't be an ass. Okay. Okay. Listen. Netflix has given us a lot of freedom, okay, but they've also embraced the idea of trying new things and not necessary. They put that wrong. Waiting for a success before moving ahead.
That's hilarious.
They're just gonna throw this shit out there.
But no, that's what Netflix is known for. They are like the company that is most in debt, because they just make anything, and then they don't make any of their money back.
Because Army of the Dead quickly became one of the platform's most watched original films. I believe it.
I mean,
I believe it.
What else would there be? Project Power? Like
Project Power, Extraction. There's a lot of.
Haven't seen either of those.
I haven't seen Project Power. Extraction's a lot of fun in terms of like action and stuff like that,
right?
Which that director is doing an episode of Book of Boba Fett, which is I look forward to seeing, which means the action is going to be insane. But yeah, so Zack Snyder just typed in he's Netflixing in. He's the new Kevin Hart, the new Adam Sandler. He's the next big star they're tapping in. So
when it comes to him as someone who has had their vision manipulated and whatnot, Netflix is exactly where you want to go. So I'm happy for him that he gets to make what he wants to make, because they will give you 100% freedom. My only thing is, for me personally, I obviously will not watch an Army of the Dead sequel. I mean, it's just not going to happen. But it frustrates me because that sci-fi thing that he was thinking about, it sounds really cool. It sounds massive, and I'm not gonna hold my breath, because he'll get it done and it'll look really good, and that's probably it.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see who stars in it, who he gets to tap in and all this shit, because they're starting relatively soon, like pretty quick with production on that. So we'll see where that goes. But good for him. Free reigns, freedom, do you. I look forward to seeing where fucking Chadwick ends up or Hardwick, or I'm about to say Amari Hardwick, not Amari Chadwick, ends up, because he's going to be the new alpha dog, whatever. We'll continue the story. That's what I want to see. Not this prequel shit about fucking safe cracking twink. I'm fine. Just give me the continuation. So we'll see. All right. So, Kenya.
Kenya, because of Masters of the Universe, I reminded my coworker and my boss about it. My coworker yesterday, who is a 40-year-old man, I said, yeah, did y'all see Masters of the Universe? And he was like, what? Like, he freaked out. I was like, what are you saying? And I was like, there's a whole animated season new on Netflix. He went home, binged the whole thing, and he's absolutely obsessed with it. Says it's incredible. I told him
back and forth.
I told him, about what Kenya's mad about, and he's like, he's like, what do you mean? Like, they did something different. So I don't know.
Thank you, coworker.
Yeah, exactly.
You get it.
But he loved it as someone who grew up and absolutely loved it as a kid. He said this is somehow the same thing, but also so much better. So.
Yeah, come on. I told y'all, stop getting attached to things. Things can always change. Just because people are something don't mean they'll stay that way. Story changes, man. Just let it go, Elsa. Let it go. That's it. That's it. And Kevin Smith actually poked fun of that when he announced the Clerks 3 starting this week, which I found out hilarious. He's like, yeah, we're going to kill off such and such in the first.
Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful.
I hear people love that. No, I will not. I will not be silenced. I will not just shut up and dribble, Kenya. All right?
Shut up and dribble. Give a shout out to Squad for the $5. Thank you so much, man. He said, what did I miss? Feeling under the weather.
Me too. So
John's not feeling good. To be honest, you haven't missed much. Kind of a slow week. Just been bullshitting. We're about to get into the somewhat big things of the week.
Right. It is funny. Just to call it out, I love getting into the shit with Kenya. Like,
right.
I love that his big country ass. It's hilarious. I'm like, bruh, every other time he's tweeting, I just watched this. Well, it's fucking trash. I'm like, do you like anything, bro? Like, you all right?
Well, like, I don't want to say too much, but like, I had somebody tweet at me something, and I was like, hey, that's dope. And Kenya immediately retweeted that shit with like a gif of somebody taking out the trash. Right. And I was like, I texted him, I was like,
was it the Spider-Man trailer thing?
Yeah. And I was like, bro, that guy's been working on that for months.
Right.
Like, that's all he's been doing.
I'm like, bro,
like just give him some support, man. Like, I'll be honest, I watched it with no sound because I was riding in a vehicle with someone else, but like, it actually looked cool. So like, I said, that's dope.
This man was like, I'm watching Fear Street 1994. Like, literally 2 minutes after he said that shit, this is the whole fucking rip off a screen. That's a porn. This is trash. I'm like, damn, the movie just started, bro.
Oh shit, that's so funny. Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh god, we gotta meet. I gotta come to Texas or some shit. I gotta come see y'all.
He's funny.
It would be a rant. It would just be a riot, all of us together. I can imagine.
For sure.
Okay, so going on to some superhero news. I'm Black Superman. Yes, Michael B. Jordan is developing a Superman project for HBO Max that he may even star in, and we'll be going over Val Zod. Which, of course, when rumors of Black Superman was coming up, everyone was like, don't do it! Do Val Zod! Da, 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 da. So now, you're getting Val Zod.
Right.
No further details really come up from that, but we got him. He's developing the project for HBO Max. It's going to be a film, I obviously imagine. The question is, do we want him being Black Superman? Do we want him starring in that project? I'll go first. No. What do you think?
I mean, no, I don't need him as that at all. Is this different than J.J. Abrams' Black Superman?
See, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I think it could be a completely different thing.
If Warner Brothers is dumb enough to make two different Black Superman movies, I don't know what's going on over there.
Let me see. I don't think that would be pretty fucking stupid. But
can you imagine if they're like, "Oh, this black one is played by this, and he's actually Clark Kent." This black one, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like,
oh no, it's a limited series. So writer's currently working on a script for a Val-Zod limited series, according to sources. Okay, right. So it's going to be a limited series. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's very stupid.
That was initially unclear whether the Val-Zod project would be a movie or limited series. Sources have not reached to clarify as of right now. Jordan will produce and possibly even star in, though he has yet to officially commit on the latter. As previously reported, J.J. Abrams and his company Bad Robot are set to produce a Black Superman for Warner Brothers that is expected to follow the Kal-El Clark Kent version of the character. Ooh.
Golly, what are they thinking?
This is stupid. Wow.
Oh my God.
This is wow. That's okay. I mean, good point. There are fucking several Batmans we're getting in.
But like, we're not getting
like. But it's what it's so weird.
Like it. I don't want to be the white guy saying this, but like two different Black Supermen, like honor one and like make it a big thing. But
it's weird.
You make two, it immediately diminishes the other.
Yeah, it diminishes the importance of it all and what you're getting, like a Black Superman.
You're sitting there going, "Oh my God, look, we have Black Superman," and then 3 months later, they're like, "Here's another one."
Right? They're gonna like.
It's like, wait, what?
Competing them against each other. Like,
yeah.
That's really stupid. I didn't even think about that until you said it about the whole J.J. Abrams thing. I completely forgot. Wow, that's so stupid.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really stupid.
I think they should. Michael B. Jordan should produce and develop the series, and then he should star in JJ's just to confuse everyone.
Right.
I mean, he's just like, oh, I worked on that other one too.
Right. I got both Black Superman, and then just put Idris as Val-Zod.
There you go. God, it'd be fucking awesome.
That would be awesome. Hobbs and Shaw connected.
You know what? Who actually could be is Jonathan Majors. I don't know why. I feel like he would be if he bulked up a little bit.
Bulked up a little bit, motherfucker's already.
Well, I know, but like Superman needs to be massive, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess that's also true.
I don't want any muscle suits, man. I want The Rock in his fucking skin tight spandex.
We never talked about that. That man looks insane. Actually,
well, I just watched a podcast and it's these two comedians and they're pulling it up, and one of them was like, "I've been in a movie with The Rock. I'm really waiting for people to stop acting like he's not on steroids."
Oh, and what the fuck could I be on Joe Rogan?
But he was just like he was saying, he's like, no one cares. Like, he looks fucking awesome and he's massive. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I wish that they would allow steroids in sports. It makes sports so much better. He's like, so he's like, nobody cares, but he's like, I wish he'd stop pretending, because look at this guy, and like showed the picture of like his thighs with like veins popping out of your thighs somehow. It was so funny. But The Rock does look insane in Black Adam. I'm excited.
I need like an official costume like reveal.
Right.
I need it. No more darkness. No more fucking smoke and mirrors. Give it to us.
Yeah.
Because this quickly became like the most anticipated like DC film, like by far.
The Batman.
So I'm with it. Oh well, yeah, I guess listen. This is coming from a Batman fan. I'm more excited for Black Adam than the Batman right now. So we'll see.
Because
We'll see.
who wrote Black Adam?
That I don't know.
Right. Matt Reeves wrote the Batman. I'm going off of story.
Oh, I'm sure. Matt Reeves, like I said, is still the main. I'm still not, even though I've warmed up to him a lot. I still need to see Pattinson. I still need to see him. I have my confidence in The Rock. I'm good. But as long as Pattinson's there, I'm always going to be. So, yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Uh-oh. I'm starting not to have high hopes for the Batman movie. Uh-oh.
What has changed? Literally nothing has happened to change anyone's opinions. Go watch that teaser again and shit your pants. It's still amazing.
All right, let's see. So, another trailer dropped. What was it? Today, actually. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Who are you going to call? Paul Rudd and the little girl. So, yeah. Ghostbusters dropped the new trailer today. I watched it while I was running around about town and shit. I did a whole trailer binge.
Yeah.
And I saw this, and I'm just like, okay, it's happening.
Right.
I'm not excited. It didn't wow me. I'm not like, oh my god, Paul Rudd still looks fucking great. He's like 75 and
correct.
Refuses to age. And Ant-Man started filming this week, so that's great too. They announced that with some demonic ass little fucking bear toy.
What the fuck was up with that?
No idea. I was like, what is that? Like, what?
That's how you announce this? Like, what? I can't wait to see what that character is in this movie.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, so like I said, we saw them. It's a continuation of the originals. I think. What's her name? Carrie Coon. Who's the main chick with Paul Rudd?
Who? The little girl?
No, the main woman. Isn't her name like Carrie Coon? Something Coon?
I have no idea who you're even talking about. Let me look it up.
She's the little girl's mother in the film. Little Miss, I play everybody young.
Carrie Coon.
Yeah,
is an actress.
So I think she's playing the daughter of one of them. The one with the glasses, I forget his name.
Yeah.
And we get a cool little Dan Aykroyd tag at the end.
Yep.
Which is cool. I'm like, all right, got it. So obviously this is touching back in with, the originals. Finn Wolfhard, this is Stranger Things, is in it. I thought he was playing Paul Rudd's son because that is very believable. But he's not. He's another.
That's true.
He's another one of Coon's kids. That sounds so crazy saying out loud. But yeah, so like I said, I saw it. It looks fun. Like it might be cool. But I'm not a Ghostbusters fan like that to be spazzing over it. Or like there's nothing in it that drove me crazy. What did you think? Did you see it?
I mean, yeah, I've never even, the only Ghostbusters movie I've seen is the all-female one that just came out a few years ago. I've never seen the originals, and I don't care about them. But I'm not expecting them to be incredible. I know the base of what happens, but no, I mean, if I was going to compare it, it looks as fun as Jungle Cruise trailers do, just with no actors or actresses that are massively charismatic. You know what I mean? So like Paul Rudd is, but he's not the main, he's not leading this. You know what I mean?
I'm going to say Paul Rudd is. Really
but like they're driving in this car and it's the kids driving. There's 3 kids in the car. Like it's not him. If he was like the big face on the poster, I'd be like, okay, this is probably going to be hilarious.
Right.
Because can you imagine like a PG-13 version of like the tone of like 40-year-old virgin, but it's Ghostbusters and Paul Rudd? I'd be fucking in. Like, really like Bruce Almighty, but it's Paul Rudd and Ghostbusters. Go.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I love that.
It looks fun. I am definitely interested to see what people think. I will admit that my hype just went massively down when I looked up the cast because it says the name of the characters. And do you have any idea what Paul Rudd's character's name is in this movie? Because he's a teacher.
No.
His name is Mr. Gruberson.
Gruberson?
Gruberson. Like What?
What's wrong with that?
Gruberson? You don't think that sounds like just the weirdest, most childish name ever? That they're like, let's just give him a goofy name, and like that makes me think that the tone is going to go completely childish. So I don't know. Now I'm really nervous.
Oh Lord, I didn't think that, but listen, it very well could be. Like I said, I don't care either way. I'll see it. I'm not rushing to see it.
Yeah.
If they do like a same day release, whatever, I'll do that preferably. Unless for whatever reason, the next trailer or whatever just fucking wows me. I doubt it.
Right.
But we'll see. But as of now, it happened. That's cool.
That's correct. Yes, it did.
We'll see. All right. Speaking of some DC shit, we had some set pics leaks and some videos of the Batman. Ben Affleck, well, at least his stunt double, because he's grabbing ass somewhere.
Sure. Yes, he is.
He is. But we have set photos and videos of Ben Affleck's the Batman riding a new bat cycle, which looks pretty damn cool, and a chase scene. And this immediately makes me happy because, like I said, motherfucker, give me a badass scene with him in the goddamn suit and then go about your business. And it looks like we're going to get said scene or scenes. Who fucking knows? But this gives me hope. This gets me excited. I knew it was going to happen. It's the only way to do it, to give a proper goodbye to Ben.
Right.
Is to do that. But the suit is very interesting. It looks very like biker tactical. Looks like the fucking bat is like spray painted on. That could just be for the stunt suit. Like it looked different. But I love the bike. The bike looks cool. It literally looks like a bike version of the Batmobile that we had, which I love, like the little spike end shits and all that.
And I've seen like a toy version. Like it looks like this is direct from something. Like they've brought it into live action, which I think is cool as shit. By the way, like if that's the case, I love when they do that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, I think this is awesome. It looks cool. I wish that it wasn't in the dead of daytime necessarily, like for like, you know, I think about the Dark Knight or things like that, where get them in the fucking pitch black of night riding on this shit. But that's just me I'm nitpicking because I just wanted it to be as badass of a scene as possible.
Right.
But no, they look cool. I'm super interested because the thing is also covered in like CG dots.
Yeah.
So they will probably be adding shit and, you know, changing things.
Yeah, because the cape will be CG flapping all over the place too, and all that.
So, but you know, at the end of the day, what I really think is so awesome and hilarious is, I tweeted this out, but I do love that we are getting Ben Affleck's Batman, like his true, like we're getting him suited up as Batman, and we're seeing him be filmed. Like what is happening at this exact moment in time will be on screen, and Ben Affleck will be fucking J-Lo at that time. And if you're going to tell me, I know that man has had some rough times. I know he's so rich, but also he's had troubled times, and I feel bad for him. And, you know, I'm so happy for him that he's happy now. And like, if you're not going to tell me that, I mean, at the end of July 2021, if Ben Affleck is not fucking winning, I mean, who is? Because he's getting a fucking bag from the Flash while he's fucking J-Lo again, like 20 years later. And I think that is the wildest shit. So good for you.
He's like, oh, y'all don't need me these days? These just pickups?
Yeah.
Heard you. All right. Yeah. I don't even think that motherfucker was started filming yet. I just think like we're gonna get all the stunt shit out the way that we don't need you for, and then when you come in, you can shave, and then we'll get your stuff. Just like y'all don't need me, cool. I'm gonna be pounding this out.
They will shoot him. They'll shoot him in the cow in front of blue or green screen, and just the shot. They'll face replace on that bike, and whenever he stops, they'll CG him in sitting on that bike. And that's it. And we won't be able to tell the difference because it'll look fucking beautiful.
Right.
And but yeah, I do think that this is it's amazing. Like it actually makes me excited for the Flash because Ben Affleck didn't have to torture himself to be in it. Like, he's gonna get a great, more than likely, goodbye. And like, while it was being made, like, it wasn't like the farewell tour of Kobe, where like he still had to play all those goddamn games that like Lakers sucked. He's old, struggling, but like jersey swap after jersey swap, like whatever. But that's still after a giant game. Right. Ben Affleck's like, my goodbye will be when I'm on my next vacation after filming my tiny part, and I just get that bag, and everybody's just loving me for coming back. And he's like, yeah, that's right. You know.
Absolutely.
Make my life easy.
Yeah, because him and J-Lo have been all over the fucking place. Like, there's pictures of them everywhere now. Like,
they don't give a fuck. Him. Yeah, I love it.
Nope, we're both fresh out of relationships. We're gonna come back to each other, and now everything is just going crazy. It's like, I got my old girl back. I'm Batman again. I'm gonna get the farewell. I'm getting paid. I ain't gotta stop filming for another month, maybe. Who knows? And like you said, this makes me happy because he's not killing himself. So the times he is filming and on set, he's going to be giving us all. He's going to be chill and happy because he just loaded himself out figuratively and literally. He is happy, and he is just chilling. And we're going to see a happy-ass Batman versus the last 2 seconds of the Snyder Cut where he was just like, this is for you, Zach.
Mm-hmm. Because even just the fact of like, he's not in the gym, 5 hours a day. Repping shit out like he probably was for BVS when he looked fucking massive, like he looked good as fuck, but he's miserable. Anybody like Chris Evans talks about how miserable that shit is to get into Captain America shape, stuff like that. So like the fact that he's sitting there on the beach going, they have figured this out to where I don't have to do all this shit, be miserable. I can come in, be a little bit of Batman, and be gone. Whereas I don't know what Michael Keaton's up to. I'm wondering if he's working his ass off because he's old. Like,
he ain't got to, because he ain't doing none of the shit that they doing. It's gonna be all stunts. Yeah, it'll be all stunts. So he's like, I'm chilling. All I have to do is look good here.
Can you imagine being like, okay, hypothetical situation? Since you, if you could get cast in a movie right now, you would say yes.
Absolutely.
What if you were just the stunt guy, not doing crazy dangerous stunts, but like, hey, you're gonna be in the suit, but we're going to CG that actor's face on yours, and you're going to get 1/10 of the money and no credit to the fans. Like, are you into that? Because who the fuck's in this suit right now? Because he doesn't look bad, but I'll never know his name, and I don't actually give a fuck when I asked. So, like,
that's what sucks.
It's an interesting question to ask.
That's what sucks when you're a stunt man. It's like, you get your ass kicked for a living, and nobody fucking
nobody cares.
There's no praise for that.
We're appreciative, but like, we don't know your name,
right? Like, and it sucks because Ben Affleck ain't dropping not a single fucking kick as Batman at all. Like, he did a few stuff on Batman v Superman. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But all that warehouse scene was not one fucking thing of Ben, unless it was like a close up, like fist punch.
Right.
That was. It was like, can you lift your fist? Yeah, I got you. Cool, we got it. But all that other shit, like the stunt man that's about 50 sizes smaller than Ben, he's fucking. You can clearly tell. It's like, well, damn, that sucks. Because I'm like, if I'm going to be an actor, if I'm going to be cast as a superhero, you best believe my black ass is doing every single thing that there's asked me to do. Because I am the superhero. You're going to see it's my face, and I'm going to be doing all that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Tom Cruise level shit.
But you're going to try.
Right. I'm going to try all the fighting, all the other shit. That's going to be me.
Right.
But I'm not scaling to the world's tallest building by just a string, just like chilling, like, hey, y'all. Yeah. Nope. Sorry.
Get the shot.
Yep. No.
Because he's also producing that shit. He's like, quiet on the set.
Yes.
I'm fucking falling.
This man is spazzing out.
Crazy.
I'm sure they got shut down again because of COVID. So he just.
Yeah.
I was actually curious to see that video release of him spazzing out, but it didn't happen. But anywho, I'm excited. He looks good. The bike looks good. We're getting Ben in the suit. I'm happy. So that means I'm just going to be spazzing out. I'm going to wear my white pants that day when I'm watching the film. And it's all gravy, and I'm excited. Can't wait. All right. So on to our main topic of the evening. If you guys made it this far, live, playback, please hit that subscribe button. We are revamping the channel. We are starting from scratch, and we need your support in order to keep this going and to keep this family together. All right, so hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, helps us reach a lot more people and be notified by hitting the notification bell when our faces pop up again. All right?
Sure thing.
Another trailer dropped. Yes, it did. And this
is a big one, too.
Was a long one.
Yeah.
It was a long one. Dune dropped this trailer. It was like fucking 3 minutes and some change.
3.5. Yeah.
This trailer was fucking fantastic. It was great.
Yeah, agreed.
I watched it today. I did. I was like, holy hell. This is like, I don't know what to do with myself. It's epic. It's fucking gorgeous. It just looks so good. And everybody looks good in it. And it's like,
right.
I don't know where to begin. We got the tone, we got the story, we got a lot more of the actors. Jason Momoa is a badass. Like, this movie looks so amazing and just beautiful in scope. Like, I'm so excited. Yeah. And there's only one way to see this fucking movie, and it is in goddamn IMAX on the biggest screen possible.
Correct. 100%.
Like, Denis Villeneuve is fucking a genius. Like, holy hell. What did you think? We can dive into it. Like, it's shit.
So, first of all, can I ask you, are you a fan of, like, the Dune movie? Like,
negative.
Okay, correct. So, me either. I don't know shit about it, and I don't want to going into this. I want to get this. There is a chance that for me, this is like 1977 walking into Star Wars. Like, the absolute massive scale, the
world building,
the thought of what's in the world, the lore behind it. It's like Lord of the Rings. It's one of those that's so big that if I can go in blind and just experience this world instead of having any expectation at all, that's exactly what I want. In terms of the trailer, you're 100% correct. It's fantastic. It looks incredible. So good. Everyone in the cast looks fantastic. I will say the context is necessary, but there is one line that Timothée Chalamet says in this trailer that, like, it's a brick wall, and I'm hoping that he's
like that through, like, most of, like, all trailers.
And because it's when he's like, what if I'm not the one to carry on the House Atreides or something? And it just, like, it's like, that's what you just gave us. Like, give me some emotion. But I think that's
always supposed to be my son.
Right. Because that's the thing is Oscar Isaac, like, Mufasa's that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, what if Simba is, like, just a fucking bored? Like, you know, you get this beautiful voice of wisdom, and then he's like, help. It's like, wait, what? Like, come on, man. Give me some. So
there's only one shot, and it was in the first trailer where he emoted. He's like screaming and shit. I was like,
when he gets hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, but any other time it's just like
that's supposed to be money shot at the end. That's like the CG's so wonky. It's the one time the CG's wonky.
Oh, like
the Power Ranger shot.
Said the Power Ranger shot. Yeah, that did look. I was like, oh, okay, that's okay.
And it's literally just him going.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just opens up, and it's like, you're not gonna give me a goddamn thing, man.
Yeah, nothing.
Like, give me something in your eye. Be like,
it just zooms in, it's like
breathe heavy or something. And yeah, it's literally just him, like, just looking down, like somebody said, freeze, and he's like, oh.
Right, and hold, pose. I was like, okay, are we done? Like, good, nothing. And it just looked like his face was just planted in.
It was like half floating, but
shit.
Like, you can tell it's just him actually standing in a room. Yeah. And they're like, shit, we need you in this shot.
Which is fine. I don't care. He's just not done yet. So I was like, whatever. But like, I do remember watching that, and that scene happened. And I was like, okay.
I think even in my video, I was like, that didn't look great. But
yeah, that was a little weird. I was like, Okay.
But no, the trailer looks good. Jason Momoa has, I think, 4 different facial hair situations going on. I'm interested in that.
Like, boom, here and then gone. I'm like, okay.
And so that's interesting.
Fight like demons. All right.
That actually did sound like him. That's pretty good. But no, really though, I've never been so excited for something I know nothing about.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Like I've had people, because that's the thing too.
They've tried like 5 times.
Right. And in terms of my videos, I'm not getting a ton of views, but like on the first trailer and in this one, what I am experiencing is this is a lot of people's Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Like it's their life. Like I had one girl say, like, hi, I'm in my 50s. Every year for my birthday, someone in my family knows to get me a gift that is Dune related.
Love it.
Because it's her entire life.
Yeah, Dune's a big ass thing, man. I didn't notice that either.
Right. And so I was like, and so I've never had a video that I look at comments and it's like, show more. And I hit it. And so many of them are multi-paragraph, like, I don't want to spoil this for you, but here's kind of a breakdown of what's happening and helps you understand. And they're all helpful. And people are commenting to those people and going, that's a great way to explain this without spoiling. And I'm like, what community is this? And when are they going to get destroyed like Star Wars did? Like, because they're so nice.
Wait till the movie comes out.
And so all I can say right now, this movie could be shit. And if it is, I'm going to be sad. But if it's not shit,
the chances are very slim.
Well, but like Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't love it.
Yeah, that was not that great. Yeah.
So, and some people think it's masterpieces. I'm sure we have people in here, but
it was a long kind of snooze fest too. I'm not gonna hold you.
Correct. Yeah. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, I hope this is amazing because it looks like it is. And if it is, please, dear God, people pay to go see this fucking movie.
Yeah, and if it is a bore, at least it will be orgasmic to look at.
Sure. That's Blade Runner. 2049 was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah. But yeah, but this, like I said, looks stunning. Like the contrast between like the desert. Hey, Alex, what it do, brother?
Is that our first ever Facebook?
Yeah, that's the little broham, Alex. So yeah, it's the contrast between like the desert spice planet and where the royalness of where Oscar Isaacs and Brolin are at, which Brolin looks awesome too. Like the contrast between those, like amazing. I am smiling.
When he said "I am smiling," it was literally Thanos.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to that, it sounds like him giving a monologue.
Thank you. And yes, Kenya, F9 is our masterpiece. I can't even fully say that with a straight face. But yeah, no, it's appreciate it, Alex. Thank you. We try, man. Miss you, buddy. But yeah, I cannot wait. And yes, I hope that, you know, Mr. Call Me By Your Name while I fuck peaches and shit does emote a lot better. I hope he gives us more instead of just a stoics. And Daya looks fucking great as always.
The only thing I feel bad for her is she has to magically say the name Paul.
Yeah.
Tough ass job. So I almost wish they had changed his name to like something Paul crazy awesome, but instead his name is Paul.
That is so random because it's like
Paul,
you saw like the character
like
posters, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's hilarious. Everyone's name is just like bury this, bury that. Paul.
Yeah. Like
I was like, what?
Like what's just like a crazy awesome name that like just what's like a fictional first name that's like, awesome. Oh shit, what's that?
Fucking Leonidas.
Sure. There's a character in Star Wars. What is his first name? Thane. Thane. Thane.
Oh, Thane. Yeah.
That's a Thane Atreides. Fucking dope. I mean, cool. Give me Thane so like there's a Star Wars book called Lost Stars. It's my favorite book ever. But one of the main characters, his name's Thane, and I still think that's the coolest fucking name I've ever heard. I don't know who thought of it.
That's pretty cool, actually.
They're a genius. So Thane, get somebody named Thane in your movie, it's going to be. But like
the
way she
savior
has
of the
to go,
universe.
it's tough job there.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of laughed a little bit when I watched that. Just all this slow motion hair flapping. I was like, Jesus.
Because it does kind of sound like she just goes,
You got dust in your mouth?
It's like, oh God, you all right?
It's like, man. Damn, that couldn't be less epic.
Right, Paul.
I still love the sandworm shot. That's still awesome and epic, like scale shit. The world building, like all these battles and spaceships and all this. I'm like, I didn't know Dune consisted of all of this.
Right.
Until I saw this trailer, I was like, oh, this is a lot more like sci-fi and spaceshipy and all type of shit than I thought. Like fat ass Baron is floating in the air and shit. And I'm like, what is happening?
Right.
But I am all for it. When does this come out? If it doesn't get pushed back again?
October?
Okay.
Let me see. I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure.
I saw something that was a really good question. They're just like, oh, what's going to be the first movie to like crack over like 100 million first, like an open weekend or some shit? It's going to be like this, No Time to Die or Spider-Man. I was like, bitch, we ain't getting Spider-Man anytime soon, apparently, or at least a fucking trailer. But I'm like, that's interesting. So I think those are like the next big three, like big movies coming out now, right? Those like the biggest ones so far? Suicide Squad, I lied.
Oh, yeah, correct. Suicide Squad for sure is one of those. But besides that, I mean, because Shang-Chi is a brand new character, no. Eternals, no.
Those are Marvels. Those are automatically big. So yeah, maybe I lied.
Right, but like not 100 million, I wouldn't think, unless like Eternals could come out with another with a brand new amazing trailer. But like Shang-Chi,
it has one more.
Shang-Chi has an amazing trailer out. That most recent one was phenomenal, but it's not.
Which was not shown on fucking Black Widow. I was like, what
was that? Whole reason I went.
Okay. Because that would have been awesome to see in fucking IMAX.
But did you see the Eternals trailer in IMAX?
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
Whole thing was in IMAX.
Gorgeous.
It was which that's not released online, but it never switched from the IMAX full aspect ratio, which was fucking beautiful, by the way. Holy
cinematography,
shit.
Chloe is masterful.
Unprecedented, man. I was like, so goddamn
good.
Dune's release date is October 22nd.
Okay, I thought so. I had that in the back of my head. If it doesn't get pushed back again,
it won't. Anything WB that because it's releasing on HBO Max same time.
That's fucking stupid.
Thank you. I know.
Oh my god! Stop doing that.
I know. That's why I'm saying, people, please go see the shit in theaters, please.
Jesus, that's
begging
so
you,
dumb.
Because there's no way they're making any money off HBO Max shit. No way.
Like, why would you want to see a movie like that at home? Ugh. Whatever. I don't know. But Dandra, I know he came for fucking Jason's throat.
She said, "Man, he just looks nasty or something."
Which I like the look. Which that's a hot look for him. I'm rocking with
He does look unkept, but that's like his. That's the thing. I mean,
gives a damn.
He's got. I feel like he's one of those guys that's like deodorant.
Right.
Why?
It's just every time I see this man on camera, his fingernails are the dirtiest fucking things in the world.
Oh my god, yeah.
So it's like
he's just throwing axes and shit.
Gives no fuck. Just come here, buddy. Give me a hug. That's it. Give a fuck. But yeah, so let's see. All right, and I think that's about it. I don't think I have anything
and
else
that's
yet.
The tea.
And that's the tea. So we'll hang out with y'all in the comment sections for a little bit since we ain't doing callers. So we'll chalk it up with y'all a little bit.
I really do. I am incredibly excited for Dune.
That trailer booked me up massively.
Right.
For that.
Because the thing about it was the first trailer was also amazing. I wasn't a fan of the song.
I didn't mind the song.
But it just didn't fit the movie. Like in the sense, like it was kind of a callback or something apparently. But like this trailer, it had like a score behind it, not a super loud playing like song. And and which this one did have the like I'm like, oh, what the fuck are they saying? But still, like this one fit much better.
Yeah,
and it gives you that, just that feeling of epic, otherworldly type of shit. So
yeah, no, for sure. I miss movie theater popcorn too, Joanna, but I'm gonna hold you. Last few times I went to the movie, I got some stale ass fucking popcorn. I don't know if it's because these motherfuckers just like we ain't been doing it so long.
It's last year's kernels.
Right. I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm just bringing my own shit or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell? Did you see the trailer for? I'm probably gonna check this out. What is it called? Malignant, whatever the fuck
Still
it is.
haven't watched it.
James Wan's new movie.
Did you watch it?
I haven't either. But it's James Wan.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch that. But
let us know in the comments, like in the chat, like if y'all saw the trailer to whatever the fuck it's called. Malignant, Mordecai, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Let us know.
And also, reshoot Dune, change his name to Thane. Can we get that? Is there
don't reshoot, just wherever Paul is.
But like they're we have a close up of Zendaya saying Paul. Like we have to change that.
She can do that. They can do a CGI. She ain't got a mustache. That can be a lot more clean.
Good point. No mustache on Zendaya.
Right. What are your favorite snacks to order from the movie theater? Sometimes if it's a movie I'm really, really excited about, I won't get any snacks because I'm just really focused. I'm just right in. I'm like, but if it's like I'm kind of minimal or I'm just there to have fun, shoot the shit, good popcorn, a slushie, might spike the bitch a little bit. And yeah, sometimes I get like mac and cheese bites or some form of food, curly fries, something. First of all, fix your face.
God damn, I feel like that's just you might as well order diarrhea. Like I need an order of whatever will give me diarrhea. They're like, oh, we have mac and cheese bites. And you're like, that will definitely do it. Oh shit.
Yes, I have seen the new Fast and Furious, which comes out on Video Home Demand Friday, and I'm going to have a watch party with my friends. And we're gonna be drinking and eating all types of food. So I'm excited.
Get mac and cheese bites.
Absolutely. What's a mac and cheese bite? It's literally mac and cheese.
I have no idea.
Bread it up in like a little bowl. So and you fry it up, and you just bite into the bitch. It's like all over it.
It's like a mozzarella stick,
right?
Oh,
but mac and cheese.
Oh no!
What did you? I don't know what
mac and cheese.
Yeah,
is it like cheddar?
Great.
Is it like cheddar cheese in there instead of like?
It depends who makes mozzarella? It and how they make it. It's not mozzarella. It switches up. It depends on who makes it. To be honest with you,
sounds terrible.
It's amazing.
What Kenya said is true. Snacks, $34.99. But
oh my god, yes.
So I will admit, I'm all about supporting my movie theater, but unless if I'm getting popcorn, I'm also getting a drink, but that is like $15. And so what we have is we have a cabinet in my house, and you open that bitch up, and it has a giant box of candy, like full, like triple stack Starburst and shit like that. And like if I'm going to a movie, I'm like, let me grab
stack Starburst.
Like like a Starburst is like one length, and this one's like the king size 3 length. Because I'll fucking make myself sick off of it. Or like Skittles, something like that. I take it with me and keep it in my pocket. I'm not buying it from them.
Sometimes I'll do that. I'll get the Lifesaver gummies. They be in a bag. Sure. I get like the purple and the berries. Them shit hit great.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I have the fucking bladder of like a 95-year-old man. So if I get like anxious or if I'm like excited, like I'm a fucking racehorse. Like that's also why I don't get shit and get drinks and all that. Because I'm like, I gotta pee a lot. Yeah. I'm like a little ass kid. So yeah.
I really hope that doesn't happen to me because I will not. Have you ever tried to eat a Starburst with your mouth closed?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
He's just mad because I don't offer him any. I'll give my cousin like his own thing, and then Devin shows up, and I'm like,
"You a smacker, bro?"
On Starburst, I'm having the smacker. I can't fucking breathe, man. You kidding me?
Which it's not hard to chew a Starburst with your mouth closed.
It is. It gets stuck in your teeth and shit. But no,
when it comes for the heads up, Kenya.
When it comes to going pee, I will physically do like besides just pissing right there on the theater floor, I will do whatever it takes not to have to get up and go pee. Like I will 100% like not get up.
See, I can do that if the movie grabbed me. Like,
correct.
If I'm like in it, then I can eventually it'll just go away.
Right.
I'm just like, okay, or I'll sit up to the edge of my seat and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed after. But towards the beginning and leading up and all that, I got.
So what's so funny? My boss, who's a 49-year-old man, he is literally that. Like, he'll come and sit down and he'll go, "Oh my God, I should have gone to the bathroom. Like, I actually have to pee." And I'm like, "Go, the movie's about to start." And he's like, "I'll be fine. It will completely go away because I shut down." And it's so funny because the lights go down and I just watch him just zone in on the screen, and that's it. Like, all of a sudden he doesn't budge until the movie ends, and as soon as it ends, he's like, "All right, I gotta pee. Let's go." And
I'm the same. Like, I'll get to, and sometimes it's me forcing this shit because I have a feeling like this, like, okay, I have to pee. Like, this bitch is touching the tip, or it's like I feel this is going to be an issue. Like, I can feel like all the way in the back. I'm like, if I don't handle this now, it's going to be a problem later. And then I get there and it's like a little, and I was like, oh, that's it? Okay, I'm good. Like, I just don't want the feeling like I have to pee in my bladder the whole time.
That's tough.
Right. So I'm like,
so
sometimes it's just a mind thing too. I'm like, I'm so excited. Like, I just don't want any interruptions during the shit. So it's bad. So I really get drink.
What pisses me off is whenever I'm like, okay, I'm about to leave to go to the theater. Theater's not 9 minutes away, something like that, less than that. I'll go pee here. I have to still go try and pee before I walk into the theater. Like, at the theater, I got to go try to pee before I go sit down.
Same.
Even though it might be 2 drops, and that's from the last pee, and I just didn't, like, it's like
do a proper shake.
Yeah, and so I mean, I'm just like, I have to try, because if I don't. And so that's the thing, T-Cam, exactly what he just said. So my dad is a diabetic, and so they have to pee often. And I told him, I said, "Dad, you're not peeing during Avengers Endgame." And I was like, and this is 3 hours. And he goes, "Logan, if I have to pee, I'm getting the fuck up and going pee." And I said, "No, you're not." It's like, you won't do it. If you try to get up, I will sit you back down. Like, because it's like, you can't miss a part of that in your first viewing.
Not at all.
And thankfully, he did not even budge. He fucking sat through that bitch.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I pissed before that fucking movie. Like, I was like, I need to get it all night right now.
I told my dad, like, hey, no liquids after noon. Like, you're not, like, you don't get to drink anything. Like, you're going in there empty, bro.
Bro, like, and if I felt it, I smacked that shit real quick. I was like, you better get in line. And just fucking just knocked out. I was like, nope. Right.
Yeah.
Discipline. I was like, no, I was like, I can't miss a single beat of this fucking movie. So that was great discipline that day. I think that also trained me for future movies, to be honest with you. But
T-Cam has an interesting question here. Yeah. Because that's the thing too. I am seeing Jungle Cruise. This is not movie of the year, but I'm seeing Jungle Cruise Thursday. But I really am going to do my best to see The Green Knight at some point this weekend. Because I do, just from the trailers that I saw, I immediately was like, is that going to win fucking Best Picture? Like, because Green Knight just looks visually incredible. So I definitely want to check that out. In terms of movie of the year so far,
Space Jam. No.
For me, it actually is probably Quiet Place 2. As my movie of the year. Is that true?
See, I haven't seen that yet, so I can't say anything.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not working off of much. Because it really wasn't a lot besides the big major shits. And if I had to pick from them, that's tough.
I have heard Pig is amazing.
Actually, one of like the big fucking 3. From what I've seen, like Mortal, Godzilla, or like fucking Fast. From like, we haven't really had much, and the ones that we did, I haven't seen. But out of those 3, out of Fast 9, Mortal Kombat, and Godzilla vs. Kong, does Snyder Cut count? It does, right? I'm gonna say Snyder Cut.
I mean, technically, Snyder Cut's 2017.
You stupid. We released this year, man.
I know,
if we're doing that, I would say Snyder Cut. If it has to be like from them, I would probably go with from Godzilla, Mortal Kombat, and Fast 9.
Which one did you have the most fun?
That's what I'm trying to think of, because I had fun in all of them. But I'm like, I want to say I'm stuck because
I think
I
your
love
answer's
Godzilla.
I think that would be yours.
What?
Godzilla versus Kong. Thinking about how you reacted coming back, I feel like you were most hyped, but that was also the first one, so it could also been that.
Because remember that I love Godzilla, but there's a lot of nostalgia with Mortal Kombat. You know, because I love Mortal Kombat. Seeing it, I was like, oh, this is fun, great. See my characters, yada yada yada. And Fast 9. I mean, you know how I feel about my fucking Fast.
Right.
Yeah, I guess Godzilla vs Kong. I would say, just because that was good to see a really cool matchup. I was like, all right, cool, dope. Beat the shit out of that fucking monkey.
I need to see Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know why I haven't, but
is that this year?
Was it not? It released on HBO Max. Was that not this year though?
I don't think it was this year.
Look it up right quick. It's a good question.
I don't know. Thoughts on Avatar 2 coming out? Fuck Avatar 2.
February.
I gives no shit about Avatar. Somebody asked on Twitter, what was the most disappointing movie ever, or like the last decade, or like whatever, or just in general, the most disappointing movie that you've seen? I was like, fucking Avatar. Like, without question, Avatar. It's the most overhyped. It's the most ridiculous fucking film. It's dumb, other than visually great.
I don't think it's that bad.
The movie's horrible. I was like, what the fuck is it? And it's another bore fest. I'm like, what is this?
But I was like teleported to another world for that whole time.
I'm teleported with fucking Star Wars too, but shit. It's like it was just horrible.
Sorry. Most disappointed I've ever been is episode 9. That fucking. And here's the thing though. When I first got out of episode 9, I actually didn't hate it. It took the second viewing, I was like, wait, hold on. And then third viewing, I was like, you might as well have walked up and been like, your mom thinks you're a bitch. I would have been like, what? And she peeks around and is like, he's right. And I'd be like, what's going on? Like all of a sudden it was like something clicked in me. And I was like, there's no way this movie is terrible. And sure enough, yeah. So like episode 9 really does hurt me. Like Avatar, I don't actually give a fuck about. It's one and done. Avatar 2 can come out and either make it great or ruin it more. I don't care. Episode 9 ruined episode 8. And for that,
episode 9 is hardboiled trash. Yes, it is. But fucking Avatar, because everybody was on Avatar is fucking nuts and still is. And they had the nerve and audacity to try to be relevant again and come out and dethrone Avengers. Yes, I'm so salty about that. Which had no business. Nobody gives a shit about you no goddamn more. But fine. You're just doing that to do about the other stupid 2 movies you're coming out with. It was just boring. Seen the movie 1,000 times. Pocahontas, Fern Gully, Africa, whatever the fuck. We've seen it. It's just visually cool. The movie's horrible. It's long. It's boring. It's frustrating. I'm like, this is just dumb. Why are they fucking trees? I don't know what's happening. Like, it's ridiculous. So that's my underrated. Let me know you guys underrated film in the comments right now in the playback. I want to know of all time that you've seen. Let us know.
Because for me, Avatar, what's funny is I never saw it in theaters. I got it because it was the movie that every time in high school, I was in high school, and if there was like a big standardized test or something, or like a practice test or something where you're sitting in a room forever, if everyone finished the test and we were all like, oh, we have 2 more hours, that was the movie that teachers were like, I'm gonna just put Avatar in, and y'all can either sit on your phones or watch this. And so I'm sitting there watching on like a TV from 20 feet away. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And like, so I hated it. And then I actually got to sit down and watch it, in a okay environment at home. And I was like, oh, it looks nice, and it's, you know, it's very different, but also that's the thing, is it's similar to what I say about like Wonder Woman 1 or like Doctor Strange 1, where if you want to go way crazy, which Wonder Woman's not crazy, but it's a woman, and so apparently the Warner Brothers are like, whoa, take it easy.
Right.
But like Doctor Strange, super out there, super wild, like, so they're like, hey, plot simple, go simple. And so that's what Avatar is. They're like, we're going crazy with the tech, crazy with the atmosphere, so steal whatever amazing plots you have to find, make them generic, and give us an epic. And that's the thing, is you watch it and you're like, that was a safe, crazy movie somehow. And those frustrate me for sure.
Oh no, I came out the movie thinking that was a really good time for me to rest my eyes. That was awesome. That's what I came out thinking. And still every time I'm like, this is dumb. So I'm like, what?
You didn't like when they touched tail?
When they
tentacles?
touch tips? Jesus. Listen, I'm in a community where a lot of people are already touching fucking tips. I don't need to see anymore. It's okay. So I'm just like, I'm like, whatever. It's fine. And plus, back then, Zoe Saldana really annoyed me. So just like,
oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah. There's a whole moment where I was like, this chick is quite annoying.
There is a part in that movie where, like, I can't remember what happens, but because it's the same thing as Paul in Dune. Why is your main character's name Jake?
Yeah.
You fucked up immediately, because you have this like native.
Don't you fucking start, Kenya.
You have this. Thank you. You have this native, and she's having to say Jake Sully. Jake Sully.
Right. Jake
And,
Sully.
but
Sully.
That's the thing. Is there's a part in that movie where Zoe Saldana, as you know, her character, the big blue thing, she's all of a sudden she's just like, and like it's like she's like,
it's so annoying.
And it's
right.
like, and you're sitting there going, what the fuck?
Hissing and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is so stupid.
I started hissing and shit.
Right.
Holy
like,
shit.
what am I watching?
Oh my God,
like,
that was funny.
And the fucking CGI Sigourney Weaver coming out of nowhere, like, yeah, here are the net. I'm like, oh, like, what am I watching?
So funny. Oh man, thank you for that.
It's so dumb. Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry. All right, we're gonna look at a few more comment stuff, guys. You guys have been having some pretty interesting conversations.
I do see, in terms of being overrated, Gravity is one.
That's interesting.
You know, it's one that movie got
really like
so
Gravity,
much. It's good,
oh.
but like that movie got so much hype. Whenever it came out, people were like, "Holy shit, this is the craziest, most insane movie
it's visually
ever."
Great."
And but it is a thing of like, I remember whenever the scientists were like, "Hey, none of that makes sense," and I watched it again. I'm like, "Oh no," because like they're getting hit with shit. Like randomly, sometimes it will make sense. Like when one of the astronauts, like they look at him and his face is just like he's got a giant hole in it, and I'm like, that's real shit. Unlike Fast 9, where they act like they're not going hundreds of miles an hour, where you just anything disintegrates when hit. But you know, like, but Gravity, it's a good, like Sandra Bullock acts her ass off in it. But like,
yeah, she does.
It's like they filmed it in water or something, and they're like, that's not how that works. Like, your hair won't fly around like that. But
yeah, no, it's Antonio's in here.
Antonio Michael Jones.
Oh, hey, Antonio, what's going on, bro? That's another brother.
Are these your friends? Like your actual friends?
Yeah,
that's funny.
Like growing up with, like these are like literally family right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Like,
what's going on, man?
Would y'all like to be in the next Fast movie since you're family?
Right. Right. Fast and Furious 12. It's our own new beginnings. That's what it is.
Y'all go to space. Nothing will hurt you.
No. Nothing. Not at all. Yeah, we're saying Gravity. Yes, but Gravity was good. I really liked it. I was trying to think of another. Life is another underrated film. To be honest with you, have you seen Life? It's like a spit. Oh, you have?
Yeah,
I liked it. I really liked it.
I
thought it was a
like
cool
it,
concept.
but it gets worse with every viewing.
That's horrible.
It's fine. But it's so like the ending is so telegraphed, and like you're like all this shit's for nothing. Like those frustrate me. Like Army of the Dead. Like it's so unnecessary. And I guess if Zach maybe was trying to force sequels, but like with Life, obviously no sequel was ever going to be made. So it's like it wasn't a big twist. So cast is phenomenal though.
Cast is phenomenal. Underwater is another good one. That surprised me. I haven't seen
that one, but I've heard it's worth watching.
That surprised me. And Kristen Stewart, go ahead. She didn't annoy me. She only did a little tick thing like once. I was like, good for you. It's surprising. That's a good underrated film. It's really good. I liked it. TJ Miller's in it, so that was like a little for me, but his crazy ass. But yeah, I can only take him in very, 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 very small doses. And that's it.
Yeah.
Because everything else, I'm like, I get off the screen.
What did you hear about? So all the Twilight movies got put on Netflix in the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah, how all of them are fucking top 10 or
well, of course they are. But like, did you watch those? Have you seen them?
Bits and pieces. They're fucking trash.
No, I need you to watch the last one. I don't want anybody.
I did. It's the most frustrating fucking thing ever in life.
What?
I'm like, this is dumb.
Which one? What part?
You know what part, motherfucker? It's like, so I'm watching. So here's the story. Me and Twilight have a very interesting.
Okay, gotcha.
Backstory, as by the way. So I've only seen the first movie and the last movie full through. Because the first one, like similar to fucking Avatar, they used to play in the background in school and shit. I'm like, what is this shit?
Very true.
So horrible. I know what you are. Sad. Vampire. Oh my god. She's like fucking a sparkling like a goddamn Swarovski crystal and shit. It's like, I'm hideous. I'm like, oh my god. Like,
oh, you're beautiful. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Like, what the hell is this shit?
You look incredible.
Like, it was funny though. I remember busting out laughing when I first saw the movie when he first sees her. And she walks in the classroom in the fan, and like he gets her,
and he comes.
Like, oh. I'm like, "Ooh, man, she stank!" Like, what the fuck happened?
He's fucking like, oh my god!
Oh,
poor Robert, poor Robert.
And that was literally the birth of all this shit. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Anyway, tried to watch the other ones. I'm like, this is just fucking dreadfully stupid. But I say that because back when, in Atlanta and all that good shit, when I was heavy into acting before I moved here, what I thought was going to happen, and everything moved to Atlanta.
That's true. Jesus.
The character of, what's his name, Riley and whatnot, the main bad guy in Eclipse, I was really close to getting when I auditioned for.
Oh.
Right. So I was like, okay, because it was trying to figure out, should we go a different route, a different whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, I didn't get the motherfucker, but tried that. I was like, okay, this movie's horrible. And then I get to fucking Breaking Dawn's Barriers, whatever the fuck.
Breaking Dawn.
Yeah. And mind you, because this whole series is ridiculous. I remember, was it New Moon? When Bella was trying to kill herself to get to fucking Edward. And she fucking tips her bike over. She has the smallest fucking cut known to man, like on her fucking forearm or some shit. Jacob comes out of there like a horny ass bat from hell. And it's like, oh, let me help you. The cut's this fucking big, mind you. This motherfucker takes his whole entire shirt off just to fucking. I'm like, bruh, you're doing way too fucking much, man.
That's correct.
But anyway, sorry, sidetrack. This series frustrates me. So we get to Breaking Dawn. I'm like, wow, shit's finally interesting. This is happening. This it's getting kind of dark. We got a weird ass, creepy ass CGI baby kid, and fucking there's fights and brutality. I'm like, wow, we're getting adult now. This is no longer for prepubescent kids and little girls fucking going crazy. I'm like, wow, all this action is happening just to find out, oh my God, that's a Raven fucking moment. This is what happens if you try to fucking fight us. It was all fake. I'm like, I'm done. Good
so
day.
good.
I'm like, good day. This is bye. I'm checking out.
Okay, so I just have to all these came out on Netflix, and I saw plenty of people that are experiencing them for the first time. And one was a friend of mine, and she posted and was like, watching the first Twilight for the first time, watching them all today. She watched all of them, which, first of all, what a nightmare of a day. But
that's her heart.
I was like, let me know when you get to the last one. That's all I said. I said, last one's the best one. Let me know when you get there. And she's like, okay, I'm about to start it. I said, okay, cool. It finishes, and she goes, all I get is like, what the fuck? And I was like, all of a sudden they do one smart thing in the whole saga, and it gets everybody, because everything's been so blatantly terribly thrown in your face.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden they're like, we're gonna finally outsmart all these 13-year-old girls. And like, I still remember I went to see that movie in theaters with my sister, and
everyone crying and shit.
And I remember, like, the first thing that happens is they like rip off the dad's head. And at that point, I'm in a packed theater. It's the last one, like opening weekend. Packed. Everybody's like, oh shit. Like, people that read the book are like, girls are freaking out going, they're changing everything. Like, what are they doing? And, you just keep doing all these things. And like, you think Edward's going to die and he doesn't. And then that fucking like all of a sudden it's just like, he like lets go.
That's a Raven.
And Michael Sheen is fucking great. Also, as that creepy fucker.
Oh my God.
But all of a sudden, everybody was like, damn, that got like, I remember like a loud black guy was like, fucking got me, like screaming in the back, like, God. And so I've seen so many like TikToks and things of people experiencing that for the first time, because it really is like, it completely psychs you out. And so it is true.
It's the only interesting fucking thing that happens in the whole franchise. Right. I was like, finally, thank you, and it's fake.
So I remember when the first one came out, and I distinctly remember a friend of mine like made me feel stupid, because I saw the first one, and I was like, look, if you go into this and you look at it instead of the terrible love story, but you look at it as people with powers, I was like, if you try to turn it into a superhero movie, it's watchable.
What?
And that's when the first one came out, which, how old was I?
God, no.
2008.
Spider monkey.
So I was in like 7th grade. But I remember like I saw it and I was like, I liked it. Like, it was fine because they've got powers. And like, I still remember like the baseball scene was like, that's fucking.
Oh God.
I know. No, but you gotta remember, I'm a 7th grader. So I'm like, can you imagine having superpowers playing baseball? Like,
oh my God.
They're hitting it with wooden bats. They would shatter every time. They shattered with normal people sometimes. So anyway, like, I just remember like, this is awesome. And a friend of mine was like, hey, my mom and I want to go see a movie. Did you see Twilight? I said, yeah, no, it's good. Y'all probably enjoy it. It's, they have powers. And he came back and was like, why the fuck did you send me to that shit? He was like, in 7th grade, he was like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, no matter what age, that shit is just horrible.
And yeah, they only got worse from there. And then Breaking Dawn is the best one of them all.
That's not saying much.
And no, it's not saying anything at all. But
right,
it's I thought that was funny because that did happen recently.
When was that movie shitted on? Devil's Advocate?
What's that?
What? What's the Devil's Advocate?
Yeah,
fucking Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino.
Sorry, I was 2.
This is blasphemy. Were you 2? Oh, I keep forgetting. Like, fucking. This I highly agree with. Highly, highly, highly. This is a fun ass time. I love this movie. Freddy vs. Jason, great. The Mist, I wouldn't call it underappreciated. I wouldn't call it underrated. That has quickly become like a fucking classic, I would say, for sure. Tron Legacy, I'm on the fence with Tron Legacy. Have you seen that?
No.
Amazing soundtrack. Holy hell.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, phenomenal. One of the best. But because it was done by Daft Punk.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Brilliant. Another movie where Sheen plays a fucking weirdo. Dread reboot, amazing, phenomenal.
Correct.
I never know why I didn't get a fucking sequel to this day. The Skeleton Key, hard pass. Hacksaw Ridge, that wasn't bad.
It's good. Yeah.
That wasn't bad, actually. Constantine, what we call that, underrated? Constantine?
Never watched it.
What? Sir. Viva Vendetta. I wouldn't say that's underrated. I'd say that's a pretty damn good movie. Have you seen that?
No.
What?
I haven't seen like most of these.
What the hell?
Chronicles not underrated. Everybody knows that that's what that is.
But everybody knows that's what that is. Ninja Assassin is fucking awesome. If you have not seen Ninja Assassin, watch it.
What is that?
It is a film, obviously about a ninja, but it shows the uprising and of one. But he's taking revenge on the clan who betrayed him, who went against like his morals and shit. But it's a really dope movie. A lot of stylized violence. So like the blood and all that is like ridiculous, but the action is great.
Awesome. Okay. Interesting.
Right. And obviously for me though, it was great eye candy too. But it was a really dope movie. Check that out. Like honestly, check it out. It's really fun.
Okay.
The fight scenes are bad. See, and if Kenya's agreeing, then you know some shit is off.
The thing is, Forrest Gump is not overrated.
Really, I've seen the movie once and I was done with it. Like I don't.
Oh, really? No, that's if it's on, it doesn't matter what part it's on. I can sit down and watch it. I honestly like if somebody said what's the greatest movie ever? Forrest Gump.
What?
In terms of a full-on story, taking real events, change it. Like it was just, I mean, it's phenomenal.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Absolutely phenomenal.
It's too bad I don't know what love is. Oh, Forrest, I was running.
And I was running.
Oh, there's a lot of meme shit. I will say that it's a very memeable film.
It's iconic. There's so many lines. Yeah, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. I mean, come on, man.
There's a lot, but I don't know. It's just like for me, it was a one and done. Like I had it, I got it. I don't need any more.
So here's what's so funny. I have to tell this story since we're just bullshitting. My boss is like, it's so weird. I've never met somebody like him. He loves movies. He's like, I'll watch anything. And I'm like, okay, this one is a drama. And he's like, I don't like dramas. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I need something with like action or sci-fi or something like that. And I'm like, no, like, I'm trying to think of like Spotlight, the one about the newsroom. I haven't seen that. And oh my God, please see it.
Apparently his new movie is great. The one who did Spotlight.
What is it?
Stillwater with Matt Damon. Apparently that's like phenomenal.
I don't know if I want to watch Matt Damon. But no, so my boss tells a story because he was young-ish, like a young man, but his family one day was like, hey, we're going to the movies. And he was like fresh out of high school. And this is the guy that almost didn't graduate because back then movies came out on Tuesdays. And so every Tuesday he skipped school and went to movies for all of high school. Like he almost didn't graduate. He had to like sit in empty classrooms for the whole summer of his senior year.
Agreed.
To graduate. But he tells a story. He's like, my parents were forcing me to go to some movie. Didn't give a fuck about it. Was so mad. Literally fought them, but they were making me go. And he said, we sit in the theater and it's Forrest Gump. And he's like, a literal masterpiece. Like, beholds on me. And then he has a similar story where him and his friend, a few years later, just a few, they go to the movie theater and they're like trying to find something to watch. They have nothing, but they're like, man, we're just trying to fuck around a little bit. And they're like, let's do that one. The name sounds cool. And they go and sit in the theater. It's The Matrix. And he's like, when I tell you, my life has never been the same. Like, he's like, one of the greatest days of my life. like he can tell you everything about. He was like, I remember as soon as it started, he's like, I remember I just sunk in my chair. It was just like I didn't move for the whole like. He was like, I was so in, and it was just a full surprise. But yeah,
That's
Forrest
funny.
Gump. Watch Forrest Gump. It's tough to like force yourself to watch it because it's a long ass movie.
It's a very long ass movie.
But my God, it is one of the greatest ever.
I don't know. It was just one and done for me. I can't, like, that's usually how some Tom Hanks movies go for me, because usually it's usually the same type of thing he tackles, unless he just goes completely left field, which is rare. But I still love Captain Phillips. That's one of my favorites for him from his. The ending alone kills me. I'm like, he's so fucking great.
It's the only good part.
What? You're crazy.
That ending scene is one of the greatest acting scenes of all time.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
The whole rest of the movie is relatively generic. I'm the captain now.
On Cracketh. But The Matrix Reloaded, that's still to this day one of the best theater experiences I've had, for sure, though. The Matrix Reloaded, it was a lot of fucking fun. And everyone literally waiting in the line for, like, dressed up as fucking Neo and Morphosis and Trinities and agents and all type of crazy shit, and people losing their minds. And that's when Freddy vs. Jason got announced, actually. The trailer dropped with Matrix Reloaded.
Oh, that's crazy.
So me, I was like, oh my God! My uncle is going crazy because he's a Matrix fan. He's like, only the Matrix. I was like, oh, shit, all right. So it was great.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. Castaway. Oh, Castaway is cool. He almost died making that, but real sad.
What about what was your? Do you remember your first like midnight premiere?
Oh, you went to? Heavens, no.
See, I need to see like the release date. But my first ever midnight premiere was Spider-Man 3.
Oh God.
And but the thing is, 2007. So I was in 6th grade or 7th grade. So when I tell you,
Kenya, you're going to be muted for at least 5 minutes.
I know. What are you thinking?
I just want you. Half what he's been saying in the movies that are like classics already.
Matrix underrated.
Right, The Dark Knight, so underrated. But it's like, but yeah, sorry, go ahead.
But no, I mean, the first time I watched Spider-Man 3, you best believe I was like, wow, greatest movie ever. Like, you know, as a very young kid, I mean, it's Spider-Man, so like obviously. God. And all I wanted was to have, you know, the black suit Spider-Man. Come on, man.
What is this? And all that shit. Yeah. I mean, that was cool. I don't remember my first mint. That's damn.
I mean, I shouldn't have sprung it on you, but I saw T-Cam say Spider-Man, so I just. Which Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not underrated.
Listen,
no
2K. I might have to try to back you up on that, bro. I had a lot of fun with Spider-Man 2.
I will tell you right now, it has good moments, like in the sense of like, it is the best Spider-Man we've ever gotten. That movie is it. It's also the chemistry between Gwen and him is phenomenal. Jamie Foxx. I'd rather blow my brains out than watch a second of him in that movie.
I liked him as Electro. I hated him as Max.
I hated him as everything.
There was a lot of grip potential in.
But I also hated Dane DeHaan as Green Goblin.
He was really fucking bratty for me, bro.
Oh my God, he was so bad.
To me, he was the worst part out of all of this shit. Like, he does nothing but whining.
Hold on. Fucking Jesse comes in with the absolute monster of a quote from Spider-Man 3.
Oh.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door. And he's like, oh, like the foreign guy.
Such a good boy.
Yeah. It's like, damn.
Fucking domestic abuse Spidey. We fucking backslapped Mary Jane. Jesus.
Oh my God. I can't believe they did that. Sam Raimi.
Oh my God. We have a Spider-Man versus Batman. I can already see it. It doesn't matter. It's Batman all day. But yeah, it's that movie's so god awful. I remember even younger. It wasn't that fucking young, but even younger, I was like, this movie's fucking trash. Like, I don't. The only redeeming thing was Sandman. That was it.
Correct. Sandman was great. He was.
Sandman was fucking great.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was like, oh my god, where he's fixing the kid's broken windmill. Awesome. I liked the Goblin video game fight at the beginning. That was cool with him and Harry.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, after that, it just went back to boring.
When he beats him by just holding the web.
Right.
Boing.
Boing. Right.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, what the hell? This movie is so trash. Oh, I just can't get with, I don't know. This apparently we have a lot of love for Batman and Robin in this fucking thing. That's really surprising me. And I'm the biggest Batman fucking fan that there is. And
That's
I
true.
know these movies are bad.
Correct.
But it's wow. And especially coming from Kenya.
I know he's got some weird takes for someone that's so hard on other things.
That's what I'm like, I don't get you sometimes.
Like,
I'm so confused. That's what I'm like, I never know which way to go with him ever.
Like, how do you call that a classic and hate Thor Ragnarok?
I don't get
hate
it.
them both.
I don't get it.
But like that's pretty crazy.
It.
Yeah, and I guess it's just because you were a kid, and so it's like, oh, that's classic.
I was a kid. It was trash. Fucking Bane. Worky work.
Oh my god.
What? You literally
Hilarious.
redeemed him. And okay, hold on. Can you? Ooh. Okay, first of all, let's read this. Poison Ivy, Jim Carrey's Riddler, Bane, Mr. Freeze, classic. Logan, if you'd be so kind to remind the audience, what Kenya's constant argument is regarding Thor?
That he gets dumb?
Because the character is what?
Super old?
And?
Powerful?
Intelligent.
Oh,
because like,
yeah, old, wise.
Right. But meanwhile, Bane, somebody who is highly educated, literally is brought down to, but he's a classic. But Thor,
okay, granted,
it's too much.
Just to defend him a tiny bit, Bane wasn't like that in a previous movie. Like,
doesn't matter.
They didn't change the character in live action right in front of your face.
And they just made him stupid.
Okay.
Really dumb. And it hurt me. I liked him as a toy. But that was about it. You were all fighting in the chat. Yes, you all.
That's correct. This is like the most crazy our chat's been in a long time.
This is the most crazy it's been. But Bane was a lot of fun to watch. Was he, though? Now, listen. George Clooney was fun to watch. Even though he wasn't the greatest Batman. He was fun to watch. He was just playing himself as Bruce Wayne. And as Batman, he literally just sit there in the cowl and just shake his head for like 20 minutes. Never understood why the man shook his head so much in that movie. But
did you see someone say, I hate that this is like an interesting to me, but someone brought up, what if instead of Keaton, they had brought
That's right.
you have a shit ton of closet space. There you go.
It's about you, not me.
Oh, well, this is my second bedroom too. They're very tiny closets, but no. So like
Kenya,
how is The Crow underrated? That's a classic.
Kenya, bro. Are you just naming? You do this on purpose? I know you are.
Yeah, that's correct.
You're doing this on purpose.
But John, so somebody said, what if they had brought Clooney back for a Batman Beyond?
Would love it. Wouldn't
that be so fucking incredible?
Would love it. I would absolutely love it. And especially he's grown so much now since then as an actor.
Right.
And all of that. I would absolutely love it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Have you seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I think I brought this up to you before.
I just recently bought it, but I have not watched it yet.
Such a great film. I love that. That's underrated. That's underrated. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, for sure.
How can you hate on the two Batman movies, but like The Quiet Place 2? What are you talking about? Quiet Place 2 is great.
Compare Quiet Place 2 to Batman and Robin and Batman Forever?
About?
2K. What? I want you to look at the bottom of your glass that you have right now and tell me what's at the bottom of it. Because that seemed like you're sipping on the shit. That's what it sounds like.
That doesn't make. I mean, I do need you to see that so you can back me up at some point. But no, Quiet Place 2 is my favorite movie
I don't
of the year so far. So
to see it to back you up on that. Quiet Place 2 to them?
Right.
I never. Would I ever? I can. Wow. Oh.
Crazy.
Kenya says he's not trolling. Well, that makes me sad.
I like what Jedi Mike said.
Oh, Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry.
I still, man, last week when that last week?
That was last week.
Oh my God. That was like one of the hardest times I've laughed in a while when we both started talking about, because that scene when the kid comes to take that girl on the date, and he's pretending to be drunk as shit, and he's like, oh my God, it's one of the funniest scenes ever.
It really is.
Oh my God, it's so goddamn good.
It's really good. Bad Boys 2.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck is the dog, Nick? It's Marcus. Who the hell Marcus?
No, Reggie.
Who the hell Reggie? Nick, don't you disrespect me in front of company. Let the gun go off then. Oh my God. I ain't going back.
Holy shit, man. I gotta rewatch that.
I was gonna say I wanna watch that show.
It's so good, man.
Oh my God. I love that they brought him back for the third. Did you see Bad Boys for Life?
No.
It's surprisingly good. Like it's not bad. Like
they bring Reggie back?
Actually, they bring Reggie back.
Oh my God. Same actor?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
They bring Reggie back. It's Bad Boys for Life is really good. It's surprising. It's one of those sequels after years off that really actually fucking work. I'm like, okay, I get this. It works. Still keep the tone and all that. I really liked it.
Gotcha.
Knew what they were. Oh, so now it's movies you like. If they know what they are, it works now. You know what? I can't. And I shall not. Okay, I shall not. Great bat nipples. He's so stupid. I can't. I'm having a good time, a good ass time, low key. That's funny. Well, I'm glad. Jason Statham and Kevin Hart, Crank 3. That would be hilarious. They were supposed to work together. They were, but Jason Statham had to leave. So now it's Woody Harrelson and Kevin Hart.
How do they swap it to that?
I have no idea. But that's what's going on now, because him and Jason Statham was like, okay, I'll be interested in seeing that.
Right.
But I guess the Statham thing came up with Statham, so we had to leave. And then Woody Harrelson took his place. So I'm like, okay, heard you. Damn, I forgot about Crank. The first Crank was fun. The second one was dog ass.
Dog ass?
Dog ass. That's what it was. Because there's a reason why fucking Neville Dean and Taylor has not made a movie since Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, after making the Crank films. And now they're just gone.
Yeah.
Because they're not very good. Transporter movies are great. The first one's good. The second one is like, third one, And then the reboot was really trash with Ed Skrein or Skrine. Whatever the fuck. But, all right. We got tapped up. We're having a lot of fun here with you guys. Obviously.
I know, yeah. I think you're feeling a little better from having all these conversations.
I am. It's fun. We're still not doing calls, but it's I am enjoying this because, like I said, this is the most our chat has been like as interactive. Like this.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm with it. So should we end here, or want to take a few more? Up to you.
I mean, I don't see anybody typing right this second.
All right, cool and gang.
Oh. I'm gonna watch more animated movies for sure. DC animated movies.
Oh, I gotta get you my list.
Yes, please.
I gotta get you the list of DC animated movies for sure. That is definitely one of them. Flashpoint for sure. People on my side, about Batman Forever. And yeah. Whatever.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. But all right, guys, it's been really fun. Alex, I'm typing. He's another one. He's a sarcastic motherfucker like you.
Oh,
like
good,
Alex. Good. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, guys, it's been really, really fun. We want to thank you for joining us in this latest episode of the Film Cave, episode number 34. 34. 34. So we're going to keep on going, y'all. Thank you so much for coming over here on the new channel, giving me support, hitting that subscribe button if you did. Logan, where can the people find you, and what do you have coming up?
They can find me right above me is Twitter, Logan_Squish. Swish.
Wow,
yeah. And
I see you, Kenya. I see you.
But yeah, Logan Swish on YouTube. You're possibly on my channel currently. If you're not, stay at John's, because please subscribe to him. We got to get John. If you're watching this right now, John's channel is below. Please subscribe to him. He's having to start over. If you're his friends watching on Facebook, go to YouTube, Night Entertainment Network. That's it, and subscribe to him. He needs the love. But
hey, and our big brother Schofield's in. What's going on, man?
I love that. I love you have real friends in here just going about it. But yeah, I'm still. I never. Oh shit! Oh! Did we lose him? Where's he at? I heard him squeal. Are you good? I don't hear him anymore. I hear him laughing.
Not the squeal.
Ah! But
Andrew is watching and Alex is typing, everybody, just in case you didn't know. Andrew's probably typing too. Sorry, this is a thing. We are complete jackasses together. So you're going to see some shit like this. Yes, pretty much. Yes, I did.
But fact. I didn't bring up Ted Lasso, but I'm further on in the first season of Ted Lasso. It's surprisingly really enjoyable and like different than I expected so far. So I'm excited to keep going with that for sure.
Okay, heard us. Y'all know what to do that. Fuck you, Andy. I ain't got no damn fungus on my toe. But yes, so y'all know where to go find him and show him some love. But Kenya, to answer your question really quick, Batman Assault on Arkham. Do you mean like DC animated movies, or we just talk about like in general? No, but DC. Yeah. Batman Arkham Attack on Arkham. What an idiot. The Dark Knight Returns. And for a third one, it's either they're so good. Because Doom is great, War is great, and Flashpoint is great. It's either one of those three or Gotham Knight.
See, I'm surprised. Everyone else says Under the Red Hood. Like they're like, watch Under the Red Hood. That's
Under
not
the
one
Red
of
Hood
yours?
is great. Under the Red Hood is really great. It's hard, bro. Like literally all DC animated movies are all fucking Batman. Like
right. That's a great problem to have.
Yeah, like I can't tell which one because they're all so fucking great. Yeah, see, like I said, Doom, Gotham by Gaslight, I have not seen. It's definitely not going to be Killing Joke because that was like, okay.
I've heard that wasn't great, but
right. The Batman and Superman pair ups are really good. Like Public Enemies is great. Apocalypse is great. There's so many fucking things, bro. Yeah. Like even there's so many things. Oh, dear God.
John's gonna give me a list, and I'm gonna probably do reaction watch throughs on like Patreon. Yeah. So we'll just I'm excited as fuck because that's the thing is like if you're the last thing that you were like, bruh, watch this shit was Watchmen. So like I'm gonna fucking watch whatever you say because that was for damn sure. That was the wave. So let's go.
Yeah, see all caps. Batman suit The Dark Knight Returns. Absolutely. It's fucking great. 1 and 2. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. So if not, we're gonna get stuck, which I would want to, but this man has a life too. I'm not gonna keep him from that. Well, yeah, of course, Thank you guys for joining us on this episode. Like I said, you know where to find Logan. Be on the lookout. Go support his Patreon and subscribe to his channel to see his, live reactions on Patreon for, Ted Lasso, Ted Let Loose.
I think you would really like that, by the way. But
I'll check it out. It's funny as shit. I'll check it out. I'll give it a look. See, Yeah. I don't know what that fucking accent was I just did, but it worked. Be sure to join us next week again, same day, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you see, we've expanded to Facebook, so now all you fuckers that came through, y'all know who you are. How are y'all? Welcome.
I know, man.
Love, appreciate it.
I will not be hooking this shit up to my Facebook because then literally all my family be watching going, Jesus Christ.
Right. It's listen.
Oh man.
I mean, all the fucking viewership we can right now. So it's like it's a lot more active than Twitch.
That's true. All the people from high school that I wasn't friends with, just joining me like, hey, you talk?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. All right. So yes, y'all. Thank y'all, Antonio, Andy, Alex. I love y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. The rest of you, thank you for stopping on by with us live, whether on playback. Make sure you said all that shit already. Until next week, it's your boy Knight.
And I am a Logan.
And we'll catch y'all in the cave. Peace.
See you guys.